Welcome back to AG Chelsea TV. This is a YouTube channel for news, stories, and analysis surrounding Chelsea Football Club. I will update new video every day. Like, subscribe and turn on notifications to support me. Newcastle United, Chelsea agree potential Lewis Hall transfer fee. Newcastle United and Chelsea have agreed on a potential transfer fee for 18-year-old Lewis Hall, according to a report from The Telegraph, not long after a potential deal was first mooted between the two teams. Newcastle will pay £28 million up front, with £7 million in further add-ons to meet Chelsea's £35 million asking price. The deal should also include a meaningful sell-on clause for when Hall becomes a superstar. It's unclear whether the move, if fully agreed, will end being a transfer or a loan with an obligation to turn into a transfer at the end of the season, but the fees involved are expected to be the same regardless of the specific structure. And either way, it would mean Hall leaving Chelsea despite making such a promising start to his career for us. The Telegraph claimed that the decision to agree a transfer is largely being motivated by Chelsea's need to balance the books, though earlier reports spoke of Hall's desire for regular first-team football, which is not likely to happen at Chelsea this season. And again, either way, it would mean Hall leaving us for good, and that would be indeed unfortunate. Crystal Palace pressured Chelsea to not activate Michael Olise's release clause. Crystal Palace winger Michael Olise has signed a new 4-year deal with the Eagles, the club's CEO Steve Parish has announced on Instagram. It is a rather surprising turn of events considering Olise had reportedly agreed personal terms with Chelsea. The French U21 international's move to the Blues seemed an inevitability when it transpired that both London-based Premier League clubs had found an agreement in principle, with Chelsea showing intent on paying the player's €40 million release clause. However, RMC Sports' Fabrice Hawkins understands that Crystal Palace had put pressure on Chelsea to not pay Olise's release clause, insinuating that the Blues then pulled out of the deal. The 21-year-old versatile forward was one of the standout players at Crystal Palace last season, scoring 2 goals and registering 11 assists in 37 Premier League games. However, he is expected to miss the first few weeks of the new campaign after he suffered a hamstring injury during the U21 European Championships with France. Olise was also linked with a move to Manchester City. However, he will now stick around at Selhurst Park. Parish said he is absolutely delighted to announce that Olise has decided to commit his future to Crystal Palace Football Club and this afternoon signed a new 4-year deal with the club. £25 million Chelsea player has secured his position in Mauricio Pochettino's starting 11. Robert Sanchez has secured his spot in Chelsea's starting lineup as the first-choice goalkeeper this season. That is according to a report from the Evening Standard. They claim that Mauricio Pochettino's Blues side are ready to make Robert Sanchez, 25, their permanent number 1 keeper for this campaign. It is explained that they've opted not to pursue a big-name goalkeeper signing during the remainder of the window. Instead, they've set themselves a £20 million budget to go and get a backup gloveman to support Sanchez. The report adds that Sanchez was originally signed from Brighton this summer to provide competition in between the sticks, but Kepa Arrizabalaga's loan move to Real Madrid has changed the plans. Chelsea paid Brighton £25 million, Sky Sports, for Sanchez at the start of the month, which we hope will grow into a bargain fee over time. The Spanish goalkeeper put in a steady performance on his debut during Sunday's 1-1 Premier League draw against Liverpool. He told Stadium Astro that he wasn't expecting to play for Chelsea so soon. However, this massive opportunity has now opened up for the 25-year-old at Stamford Bridge. We'll see in the games ahead what a settled Pochettino 11 looks like at Chelsea, but one early secret is that Sanchez will be the goalkeeper if the Blues want to get back near the top end of the table this year. Sanchez will need to hit the ground running and capture some of his best form. In fairness, the backline does look like one of the stronger areas of the squad. The question marks will continue over the attack scoring goals, though. Chelsea begin talks with Nottingham Forest for Brennan Johnson. Chelsea have joined the battle to sign Brennan Johnson from Nottingham Forest and the Blues have begun talks for the Wales international. The 22-year-old has attracted plenty of attention, with Tottenham and West Ham interested, while Brentford saw a £35 million bid for the forward rejected. The Evening Standard report that the Blues fancy their chances of getting Johnson for £40 million, although Forest have previously valued him at £45 million. Johnson was a big part of the Forest team, which won promotion from the Championship in 2022 and remained key for Steve Cooper last season, scoring 8 goals in 38 league games. He started the first game of the season last weekend and spurned a great early chance for Forest as they went on to lose to Arsenal at the Emirates. Chelsea boss Mauricio Pochettino is keen to add another forward to his squad, especially after the significant knee injury suffered by new signing Christopher Nkunku, who is likely to be out till December. Another summer signing, Nicolas Jackson, started in the centre-forward role against Liverpool on Sunday, but Pochettino does not have a wealth of options behind the man signed from Villarreal. The Blues were confident of bringing in Olise from Crystal Palace, but the 21-year-old has opted to sign a new deal with the Eagles instead. More injury woes for Reece James. Chelsea star to undergo scan on new hamstring issue. Chelsea captain Reece James has reportedly suffered a fresh hamstring injury and is set to have a scan on the issue. James sat out Chelsea's final 7 games of last season with a hamstring injury. Now, the 23-year-old has reportedly picked up a fresh hamstring problem in training and is due to have a scan on Thursday. The England international was named as the Blues skipper for the new season and started in his side's 1-1 draw with Liverpool last week. While they do have a backup option in his position with £30 million, $38 million, summer signing Malo Gusto, losing James for an extended period would be a big blow. The defender, who replaced Cesar Azpilicueta as club captain after the Spaniards moved to Atletico Madrid this summer, missed much of last season with knee and hamstring injuries and was unable to play at the World Cup. Either Chelsea are somewhat light on defensive options at present, as Wesley Fofana is recovering from an anterior cruciate ligament injury. Benoit Badiashile is sidelined with a groin issue, and Trevoh Chalobah is understood to have suffered a minor hamstring problem. According to The Athletic, Chelsea take on West Ham on Sunday as Premier League action returns. Chelsea receive transfer boost as latest signing nears. Chelsea are set to clinch their latest signing of a busy summer transfer window. The Blues have spent heavily in a bid to improve on their horrendous 2022-23 season, while also shipping out a number of established stars to fund further activity, and after snatching Moises Caicedo from under the nose of Liverpool, the Blues have beaten the Merseysiders to another big signing. According to the Daily Mail, Romeo Lavia has now passed his medical at Stamford Bridge and will imminently put pen to paper on a contract. Chelsea will pay Southampton an initial £53 million for the Belgian international, a fee that could rise another £5 million in potential add-ons. All that is left is for Lavia to sign a reported 7-year deal with his new club, a step that could be completed in time for him to contend for a debut appearance this weekend against West Ham. Lavia, 19, was picked up by the Saints from Manchester City in 2022 and impressed throughout his first season in the Premier League despite suffering relegation with the South Coast club. Once he completes his move to Chelsea, he will become the Blues' 9th signing of the summer. And that's the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me.